Hey, it's Wednesday, time for their Action Figure Adventures video here on SEO Tour Review. Today, Baby Skeletor and I are taking a look at 3 DC Multiverse Justice League figures. Special thanks to our friends at Mattel, who sent these over to us a little while back, finally getting around to reviewing them. We've got Aquaman, Batman, and The Flash. The back of the package shows off this wave also includes Superman, Cyborg, and Wonder Woman. Each figure comes with a piece to the Build-A-Figure Steppenwolf. Batman! What's going on around here?
What's the matter, Flash? Can't you see I'm busy?
Did you take a look at who you're fighting?
What are you talking about?
What's wrong with him?
What do you mean?
He's missing like half his body.
I hadn't noticed, but, we ran out of CGI budget.
What?
Yeah, we just gotta take him out like this.
My man! Taking care of business.
What? Aqua Boy got to beat him because you distracted me?
His name's Aquaman.
Whatever.
Here's our 3 figures out of the package. They each came with a piece to Steppenwolf. I believe Aquaman and the Flash came with the legs, and Batman came with the torso, but don't quote me on that. I forgot already. I can't connect any of these pieces because I don't have the other required parts. These shoulder pads seem like they're going to hinder... These shoulder pads seem like they're going to hinder... These shoulder pads seem like they're going to hinder his arm articulation a little bit. But the detailing on the figure looks pretty nice. I like that metallic blue color that's on a lot of the parts. So we're going to start with Aquaman, then we'll take a look at the Flash, and we'll finish up with Batman. These figures have really great sculpt and paintwork on them. I mean, all the detail in this armor is pretty incredible. I feel like the face is a pretty decent likeness, but there's something about his eyes that seem weird to me. The one just seems kind of faint or something. I don't know what it is about it, but he just always kind of looks weird. I don't know if it's coming through on camera. Maybe it's just that the eyebrows are uneven. The one is raised up a little bit. But he's got nice sculpting with the hair. There's lots of different tones in that. Hair like this is difficult because it gets in the way of articulation and stuff. But he looks pretty good with it. I really do like the armor. And the shoulder pads are very flexible to move out of the way. So he's got standard articulation for a DC Multiverse hero with a ball joint there and one right below it in the shoulders. So he's got basically 2 rotations there right away. He's got a hinge joint at the elbow. It's also a swivel, and then he has swivels at the wrist. One hand is a permanent fist. His other hand is open for holding his trident. Fortunately, that hand is really floppy. You could use this as like a helicopter propeller. The chest has a swivel at the waist there. No ab crunch. He has really nice hip joints that move pretty well. He's got a knee joint that has a little bit of a swivel to it. And of course he's got some ankle articulation down there as well. So pretty nice action figure. You know, I think ab crunch might be the only thing I would be looking for in a, you know, upper tier figure like this. That this guy's missing. I think he looks pretty good. I'm not super excited about this figure. I know that, I guess he wears the armor at the end of the movie. I feel like the shirtless one with all the tattoos would be a little bit more iconic. I just felt like that's sort of, that scene was kind of Aquaman's scene when he's in the wave. But cool figure nonetheless. Here we've got the Flash. He's got his emblem right there on the chest. I like the gold paint on that. He's got some very thin silver lines throughout his suit, which are pretty impressive that they painted all of those. He has similar articulation to Aquaman. He's got better head articulation because he doesn't have the hair. The same kind of shoulder joints, and his armor does not really interfere with anything there. He has 2 fists, since Flash really has no need to hold accessories. I do kind of like when one hand is able to hold an accessory, though. I just think it's kind of nice for play value. I know these are adult collector figures, so maybe they won't get played with as much. He has a swivel cut here, which Aquaman does not. So that's interesting. He has one additional point there. He also has double-jointed knees, which Aquaman did not have. Aquaman had single-jointed knees. I'm just double-checking to make sure I didn't miss something here. So they definitely put a little extra articulation into the Flash. I think that I would agree. He's a character that deserves maybe a little bit I agree the Flash maybe deserves a little extra articulation because you want to get him in a cool running stance or whatever. He's a pretty decent figure. No accessory. But he does look pretty nice. Final figure we have to look at today is Batman. This is the Ben Affleck Batman. He's got a very broad chest. Lots of armor here. He has an ab crunch. He has nice head articulation. Shoulder articulation. He does have that swivel right below the shoulder. Elbow articulation. Check out that little pad he's got there for gouging people out. He's got articulation at the wrists. Again, both hands are permanently fists. He has a swivel below the ab crunch. He's got different hips from the other two. So he has a rotation here and a movement there, which is interesting and different again. He's got a cut above the knee and single knee joints, and he's got articulation at the ankle. So it is interesting that they're all kind of different. I do like this figure, though, with the armor and everything. I'm not a huge fan of the look of Batman with these goggles, just because, I don't know, it just takes away from details on his face. If the goggles were white, I think then he would kind of look animated series, and I might kind of like that. The goggles didn't look bad in the movie, but just for an action figure with him not having eyes is a little bit, just bland. I don't know, a little less expressive. I do like this cape a lot. It is like a pleathery material on one side and a soft velvety material on the other side. Very clothy, but it has a little weight to it, so it just kind of moves nice. It's very wrinkled from being in the package. I kind of hope those wrinkles kind of come out over time. But I do like the way it looks. It's not big enough to like wrap around his shoulder or anything like that, but I do think it looks cool. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. I'm Batman. Figure is painted in multiple shades. He's got a like charcoal color, silver, and black, and it just looks nice. It's a pretty nice combination. The cape is permanently attached underneath a cowl piece here on his shoulders. Again, closed fists and no accessories. It's interesting that Mattel chose to give them all sort of unique articulation. I don't know whether they have reused some of the parts from maybe other films for Batman, giving him a different articulation setup than the other characters, or kind of what the whole story is with that, but they are pretty nice looking figures. I know they're kind of old now at this point, but I don't mind doing reviews of older products. I think it's fun to look at stuff, you know, kind of whenever I get it or whenever I get a chance to open it up. So in the comments down below, let me know what you think of these guys. Are you looking forward to the DC Universe moving forward? I'm not sure what's going on with Ben Affleck. It seems like he's out, and now there's 2 different Joker movies coming out, so it's very strange, the whole thing. But that's kind of it. Thanks for watching this Action Figure Adventures video. Do Baby Skeletor a favor, hit that like and subscribe button.